Hello, this is Jacob Takeo, and for my analysis project, I evaluated the Doxygen instructions, the user manual. Doxygen is a software tool that can generate documentation from annotated comments in code. So I've been writing annotated comments in some of my software for about a year now, and I've been wanting to try to generate documentation using Doxygen for a while. So this project was the perfect opportunity. And my goal was to make a PDF specifically because you can output to a lot of formats, but I wanted to make a PDF. So to test this, I allotted some time. I sat down with a notebook and then I went through installation and getting started, which is really just what I needed to generate um, the documentation because a lot of this other stuff is configuration that I can do later. So let's take a look. So one thing that this this user manual struggles with is task orientation. It's laid out very nicely in terms of task, 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 and it's sequential in the way that you want it to be. Like I want to install, and then I want to get started, and then I want to do all these things. So that part's good, but the actual text is a bit problematic. Um, so of course you want to download, but these headers are all, um, you know, compiling from source, installing the binaries, compiling from source, installing the binaries. And it's very unclear like which I needed to do. And actually I didn't need to do any because I had already downloaded it. But this is not a clear way to demonstrate to the user of the manual what they need to do next. Like it's not oriented to the task of me loading up the user manual and needing to just download and run it because it's assuming that you know exactly what you want to do. So I managed to get through this section with little scrapes. And then I got to getting started. And this is where I realized I might have some issues because of this really nice chart that shows you the flow. It's a little hard to read because I think these are not aligned, but we can see I was looking. Here's PDF. And notice you have to go through LaTeX to get there. Um, and also make files. So this was a nice roadmap actually to figure out, what I need to do. And then it is step by step. And the style is good. It's visually effective. All the rest is good. Um, and I made it through here fine. It does include a lot of extraneous information that you don't need. There's a lot of just references to configuration options at all times that are kind of unnecessary for the task of, just creating the configuration file, which is required to run the software. And here we go. Oh, it doesn't mention PDF, but I knew I needed to use LaTeX, and here we go. There's use PDF LaTeX. So I got this far, and then I had already documented the sources. But it was at this point that I struggled with LaTeX for like an hour, and I couldn't really figure it out. But I managed to generate HTML output, and it was good. It was successful. But overall, I would rate these instructions a 4 out of 5. Um, just because they're a little hard to read and they're not incredibly task oriented, and they're a little hard to use, but still quite helpful. Thanks.